Imagine waking up to the news that a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake has struck Russia's Kamchatka region, sending shockwaves around the globe and sparking fears of a potential tsunami that could affect the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. This is exactly what happened on Thursday, when the powerful quake hit at around 3 p.m. Eastern Time, just 2 months after an 8.8 magnitude earthquake shook the same region in July. But here's where it gets interesting. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center is currently evaluating the tsunami threat to Hawaii, while a tsunami advisory is already in effect for Alaska and the Aleutian Islands. As we wait with bated breath for updates, let's take a closer look at what's happening and what it means for us. The quake occurred about 80 miles east of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, Russia, at a depth of 6 miles, and its impact is being felt far and wide. The National Tsunami Warning Center has reported that there is no tsunami threat for the U.S. West Coast and the Canadian Pacific Coast at this time, but the situation is being closely monitored. Meanwhile, a couple of small earthquakes were recorded in the Philippines on Thursday, with a magnitude 3.3 quake striking near Nasugbu in Batangas, and a second, stronger tremor measuring 4.5 detected in the Philippine Islands region. Fortunately, there have been no reports of major damage or injuries linked to these quakes, and authorities have not issued any tsunami warnings, and this is the part most people miss. Tsunami waves involve the movement of the entire water column from surface to sea floor, which means that while the height of normal waves and tsunami waves may be similar in deep ocean water, near shore, tsunami waves slow and swell, reaching heights of 30 feet or more as they crash onto the coast. In fact, about 59% of the world's tsunamis have occurred in the Pacific Ocean, 25% in the Mediterranean Sea, 12% in the Atlantic Ocean, and 4% in the Indian Ocean, according to historical records. But what exactly is a tsunami? The word tsunami comes from the Japanese words for harbor and wave, and it's a fast-traveling wave, usually triggered by vertical movements of the sea floor as a result of an offshore earthquake. Tsunami waves can travel at up to 600 miles per hour, fanning out across oceans from the epicenter of the quake. Some of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded have triggered devastating tsunamis, including the 2004 earthquake off Indonesia's Sumatra Island, which killed over 230,000 people in countries around the Indian Ocean. Other notable examples include the 1960 Valdivia earthquake in Chile, which had a magnitude of 9.5 and killed over 1,600 people, and the 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan, which led to the Fukushima nuclear disaster and widespread destruction. As we reflect on these powerful earthquakes and their impact, we're left with a sobering question. Are we prepared for the next big one? Do we have the necessary systems in place to warn us of potential tsunamis and protect us from their deadly impact? These are questions that we must continue to ask ourselves, and it's a topic that we'd love to hear your thoughts on in the comments. So, do you think we're doing enough to prepare for and respond to natural disasters like earthquakes and tsunamis? Or are there more steps that we could be taking to protect ourselves and our communities?